Okay, so now we want to say the third one, which is cumulative frequency polygon. Kita dah tengok histogram and then the the frequency polygon. Now we want to see the cumulative frequency polygon, or also known as OGIF. Okay, so ada orang sebut sebagai OGIF, ada orang sebut sebagai OGIF, so depends. So it's actually OGIF is actually the cumulative frequency polygon. And if you can remember, OGIF always have the graph like this. Okay, we always use the flexible curve punya pembaris tu untuk kita lukis OGIF zaman-zaman kita belajar kat sekolah dulu. Okay, so kalau if you can remember, so that one is also called as a cumulative frequency polygon. If just now we do a frequency polygon by connecting the midpoint, okay, in histogram, kita connect the midpoint dekat histogram, kita dapat frequency polygon. Now we want to find the cumulative frequency polygon. So when we said about cumulative frequency polygon, means we are dealing with the cumulative frequency. So what is the cumulative frequency? Cumulative frequency ni adalah frekuensi terkumpul. Okay, contoh kalau macam frekuensi kelas kita tadi 2, 4, 8, 14, 10, 5, 1. So macam mana kita nak cari dia punya frekuensi terkumpul? Okay, dia akan bermula dengan 2 ataupun kita tambah satu kelas before. Okay, kita tambah satu kelas before, so dia akan bermula dengan kosong dekat atas ni, kosong. And then 0 plus 2 is 2 here, 2 plus 4 is 6 here, 6 plus 8 is 14 here, 14 plus 14 is 28, 28 plus 10 is 38, 38 plus 5 is 43, and the last one, 43 plus 1 is 44, and these represent the total frequency of the data. So this called as a cumulative frequency. So for us to construct a cumulative frequency polygon, of course we need a cumulative frequency. Okay, so cumulative frequency polygon can be constructed by plotting the cumulative frequency distribution together with the class boundary. So we are plotting the class boundary against the cumulative frequency. If just now when we want to construct a histogram, we are plotting the class boundary with the frequency. But now for the cumulative frequency polygon, we are plotting the class boundary against the cumulative frequency. Okay, we are dealing with the less than OGIF, where we will plot the less than cumulative frequency against the upper class boundary. Okay, maksudnya kita akan guna upper class boundary. We just guna the upper boundary. Okay, so the x-axis will be our upper class boundary and the y-axis will be the cumulative frequency. So if we have this data, if you can see the mark distribution scored by 44 students in statistic examination, the just now data. Okay, so we already know how to find the class boundary just now. So let's put our class boundary here. Okay, so let's put the class boundary here, and we need one more, which is the cumulative frequency. So this is two information that we need for us to construct our cumulative frequency polygon. So the class boundary for the first one, just now we already find it will be 29.5 to 39.5. This one will be 39.5 to 49.5. This one will be 49.5 to 59.5. This one will be 59.5 to 69.5. This one will be 69.5 to 79.5. Okay. This one will be 79.5 to 89.5, and the last one will be 89.5 to 99.5. So this one is the class boundary for each class. Okay, so this one is the class boundary for each class. Alright, now we want to find the cumulative frequency. So for the cumulative frequency, we need one class before our first class. So let's write our class before our first class. It will be 19.5 to 29.5. Okay, and the frequency will be 0. It will be start with 0. So what is the cumulative frequency for our first class? It will be 0 plus with 2, so you have 2 here. And then 2 plus with 4, we have 6 here. 6 plus with 8, we have 14 here. 14 plus with 14, we have 28 here. 28 plus with 10, we have 38 here. 38 plus with 5, we have 43 here. And the last one, 43 plus 1 will be 44 here. The last frequency, the last cumulative frequency should represent the total frequency of our data. Okay, so sekarang kita dah ada kelas boundary dan kita dah ada kelas frequency, cumulative frequency. So we can plot our cumulative frequency distribution. So remember, untuk kita plot our cumulative frequency distribution, we just want to use the upper boundary of each class. Upper boundary of each class. Okay, so we have x-axis, upper boundary of each class. So kita ada berapa kelas ni? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Campur dengan kelas yang sebelum. So kita ada 8 kelas. Okay, so kita akan plot upper boundary. So let's say I want to put it here. Okay, so 8 kelas, remember. Okay, so we have the frequency up to 44, so we want to use 5, I think it's suitable. So let's see the macam mana kita sesuai ke tak. Okay, dengan kita punya graph paper ni, muat ke tidak. Alright, kita letak dulu class. So class kita bermula dengan the upper boundary only. The upper boundary is this one, 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 and this one. So it start with 29.5 and end with 99.5. So we put it 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so dia start dengan 29.5, dan 39.5, 49.5, 59.5, 59.5, 69.5, 79.5, 89.5, dan the last one is 99.5. Okay, so 99.5 is the last one. Okay, now we want to put the frequency. Let's say we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 20. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here is 45. Okay, not more. Alright, so now we want to plot our cumulative frequency based on the upper boundary. So kita tengok untuk boundary yang pertama 29.5 ini adalah untuk kelas yang pertama, this one. So the frequency is 0. So the 0 frequency is here lah, dekat atas garisan lah, kosong. Okay, and then for the first class, our first class here, our frequency, our cumulative frequency is 2. So 2 is here. Okay, and then for 49.5, our frequency is, cumulative frequency is 6. So 6 will be here. Sebab satu kotak ni mewakili satu Okay, so 6 is here. And then we have 59.5 is 14. So 59.5 is 14. So you can see 14 is somewhere here. Okay, and then we have 69.5 is 28. So 28 will be somewhere, 28 will be somewhere here. 26, 7, 8 here. Okay, and then we have 38. So the next is 38. 38 will be somewhere 6, 7, 8 here. Okay, and then we have 43. So 43 akan berada di mana? 40, 1, 2, 3, 4 kat sini. So 40 dekat sini, 1, 2, 3. So this one is to 43. Okay. And the last one will be 44, which is the total frequency. So 44 is here. Okay, and you need to remember that your cumulative frequency kena sentiasa naik. Dia takkan ada yang turun. Kalau turun tu maksudnya salah, because it's cumulative. Dia adalah frekuensi terkumpul. So now bila awak dah letakkan point, so you just need to sambungkan, connect all the point. Okay, connect all the point together. So berhati-hati, connect all the point. Okay, kalau awak ada flexible curve tu lagi bagus. You can use the flexible curve to connect all the point. You just need to use the free hand. Okay, so you just need to be careful. Kalau ada flexible curve tu, dia akan jadi lagi cantik lah. Okay, yang ni saya guna bare hand, so mungkin tak cantik sikit. But then the important thing is you need to connect all the point together. Okay, so now we are connecting our point together. So this one is called as a cumulative frequency distribution, ataupun kita panggil dia sebagai OGIF. Okay, kita panggil dia sebagai OGIF. So this one is how you find the cumulative frequency distribution, where on the x-axis we are plotting our upper class boundary, dan jangan lupa yang kita kena tambah satu kelas sebelum, okay, dengan frekuensi kosong. And on the y-axis we will plot the cumulative frequency. Okay, so kita sambungkan semua point, dan this one is called as a cumulative frequency distribution, ataupun dipanggil juga sebagai OGIF. Alright, so from a cumulative frequency distribution, we actually can estimate the median, percentile and OGIF. This one, the median and percentile. Okay, so this one actually we will see later in the next topics. Okay, so it's just that if you want to know how to cari median. Median ni adalah data di tengah-tengah, betul tak? Data di tengah-tengah maksudnya point ataupun kelas yang median class. So macam mana awak nak cari median class? You know that you have 44 data. Okay, so median ni di tengah-tengah. So kalau 44 ni maksudnya di tengah-tengah bahagi dengan 2, it will be the frequency at 22 frequency. Okay, so 22 frequency dekat mana? Dekat sini. Betul? So kita tarik 22 daripada graph. Kita tarik daripada sini the frequency yang ke-22. Okay, tarik ke graph, tarik ke OGIF kita, dan kita tarik point ni ke bawah. Okay, and then from here we know that this one is the median class, which is the median class, kalau kita tengok dekat sini adalah 64.5. Our median class kalau tengok daripada sini adalah 64.5. Okay, so this is how we want to find the median class, and we also can find the quartile 1, quartile 2. Later we will see in the next topics. So this is how we construct our OGIF, okay, or also called as a cumulative frequency distribution. Okay, the last one on graphing the frequency distribution is by using the stem and leaf display, or the stem and leaf plot. Okay, this one is the most easiest, for me is most easiest way how to graph our frequency distribution. So it's similar with histogram, except all data value from a set of data are displayed in a rank ordered chart. Okay, so dia sebenarnya similar dengan histogram, but then histogram tu kita present dia dalam bentuk bar. Okay, ketinggian bar ini mewakili frekuensi, tapi kalau dalam stem and leaf display ni, okay, nombor tu disusun mengikut ranking ataupun order. Okay, so the class chosen must have equal class interval. So kita kena buat kelas-kelas tu mengikut interval yang sama. Okay, and all data values are split into two part, which is stem and leaf. So dia ada dua part lah. Dia ada akar dan juga daun. Okay, stem and leaf. Okay, so kita tengok macam mana kita nak buat stem and leaf display. Construct a stem and leaf this diagram for the following data. So if you see this one is the quantitative data. Because before this kita tak ada group dia tak ada group, dia cuma data. Okay, but then now we want to group all this quantitative data. Okay, so kalau awak tengok dia adalah data dalam bentuk nombor yang puluh, nilainya 10. Okay, so now apa yang kita akan buat adalah kita akan pilih nombor yang akan jadi dia punya stem. Di mana nombor yang akan jadi dia punya stem ni, kalau nombor 10 yang melibatkan 10 ni, biasanya kita akan pilih nombor di hadapan. So nombor di hadapan ni kita ada 1, 2, okay, 3. Okay, so yang ni 1, yang ni 2, yang ni 2, yang ni 2, yang ni 4. Yang ni 4, so 3, 2, 3. So maksudnya dekat depan kita ada 1, 2, 3 dan 4. Okay, apa yang dimaksudkan dengan 1, 2, 3 dan 4 sebagai stem? Maksudnya untuk kelas yang pertama ni adalah 10. Nilai-nilai daripada 0 sehingga 10. And then nilai-nilai daripada 11 hingga 10 sehingga ke 19. Okey, sebab nombor 1 dekat depan. Okey, maksudnya nombor 10 sehingga nombor 19 akan duduk di grup sini. Okey, and then start daripada 20 hingga 29 dia akan duduk grup sini. And start daripada 30 hingga 39 dia akan duduk grup sini. Start daripada 40 hingga 49 dia akan duduk grup yang ini, kelas yang ini. So kalau awak tengok, the class interval is the same. This one, the class interval is 10 to 9. So you have 10 data. 20 to 29, you also have 10 data here. 30 to 39, you also have 10 data here. And 40 to 49, you also have 10 data. And then for leaf is the rest, nombor yang dekat bahagian belakang. Okey, selalunya kita akan tinggalkan satu sahaja nombor bahagian belakang. Yang bahagian depan kita akan pilih dia menjadi stem. Contoh kalau kita ada nombor 1, 0, 2, 3, yang ini sahaja yang akan jadi leaf. The rest, this one will be the stem. Okay, so untuk nombor yang kita ada ni, because dia hanya ada 2 nombor, so nombor belakang adalah leaf, nombor depan adalah stem. So leaf ini kita kena susun dia mengikut order, mengikut kedudukan. So kalau awak tengok nombor kita yang pertama adalah 10, iaitu 10. So leaf dia adalah 0. Okay, leaf dia adalah 0. So ni adalah leaf. So kita letak 0. So mana lagi yang nombor depan dia 1? So this one is the leaf 3. Okay, and no more. And then the next stem is 2. So mana nombor yang depan dia 2? So this one is the first one, 1. And then we have this one, 2. And then we have this one, 4. And then we have another 4 here. Okay, and then we have 5. You need to arrange mengikut order, susunan yang betul. Okay, and then the one with 3. So you have 31 here, so 1 kat depan. 31 here, so 1 more dekat depan. And 3 here, so 3 dekat sini. Okay, and the one yang ada 4 dekat depan, so we have 0, we have 1, and we have 3. Okay, so how can you read your stem and leaf display is, awak tulis nombor yang dekat depan 1, and then awak tulis nombor yang dekat belakang. 10, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 5. So 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 3. So this one is for 4. So 4, 0, 4, 1, 4, 3. That is how you read the stem and leaf display. Okay, let's try this one. The daily sales in RM of JK collection in January 2020 is as follows. So this one is the sales, which is in 100. Okay, so you need to remember that we already take the last digit as the leaf. So ni semua leaf. Ni semua leaf. Okay, so kalau awak tengok, bila awak pilih yang belakang ni sebagai leaf, dekat depan ni kita ada nombor 10. Okay, so nombor 10 ni kita akan jadikan dia sebagai stem. So apa nombor yang kita ada? Kita ada nombor 11 dekat depan. Kita ada nombor 12. Kita ada nombor 13. And do we have 14? No, we don't have 14 here. Okay, so our stem will be 11, 12 and 13. Okay, so it depend on you untuk pilih interval. Sama ada awak nak buat yang ini 110 sampai 119. Okay, sebab dekat belakang ni akan ada nombor, betul tak? So 110 sampai 119, 120 sampai 129, 130 sampai 139 pun boleh. Atau awak nak buat interval yang lebih kecil, so kita boleh pecahkan dia. So kita buat 2. Okay, untuk yang first kita buat 110 sampai 114, 115 sampai 119 pun boleh. Okay, because 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 5 data, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 pun 5 data. Okay, so kalau kita pecah macam ni, dia akan jadi banyaklah kelas kita. So yang ni akan start 120 sampai 124. Sini akan start 125 sampai 129. 13, so akan start dengan 130 sampai 134. So sini sambung 135 sampai 139. So depends. Kalau awak nak pilih yang ini pun boleh, yang ini pun boleh. Let's say kita pilih this one, so dia akan jadi small class. Okay, so kita ada stem, kita ada 11, 11, 11, okay, 12, 12, 13, 13. So ingat, kelas yang pertama hanyalah nombor belakang dia 0 sampai 4 sahaja. Okay, so kita tengok mana 11 yang 0 sampai 4. Let's see, where is the 11 yang 0 sampai 4. Okay, so kita ada 11, kita gariskan dulu 11. This one 11, 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 11 and 11. Okay, ada tak yang 0? Tak ada. So kita ada the smallest one here is 1. So tulis 1 dekat sini. Okay, and then we have another one. So dekat sini pun 1. And then we have sampai 4 je ingat sampai 4 je. 5 tak boleh masuk, 6 tak boleh masuk, 7 tak boleh masuk. So we have 4 here. And the second class would be nombor 5 sampai nombor 9. Di belakang 11, 5 sampai 9. So kita ada, yang ni dah So kita ada 5. Kita ada 6. Kita ada 7. Dan kita ada 7. Okay, and then for the next class, untuk stem 12. So nombor belakang dia from 0 to 4. So let's see. So here you have 0. And then we have 4. But see, do you have any 0 here? No. Then you have 1. Okay, so 1. And then you have another one here. And then you have 3 here. And then you have 3 here. And then you have 3 more here. And then you have 4 here. Okay. Next, from 5 to 9. Okay, so from 5 to 9. So, okay, we left one more 3 here. So, ada satu lagi 3 kita tertinggal. So, tambah lagi 1, 3. So, 3 and 4. Okay. And then 5 to 9. So, 4 ada satu lagi kat sini. Tertinggal lagi. So, one more 4. Okay. So ada tak 1 to 5? So 1 to 5 tak ada. Ada tak 1 to 6? Okay, we have one more, 1 to 6 here. So 6. And then ada tak lagi 1 to 6? No more. Okay, 1 to 7 we have 1 here. So 7. 1 to 7, another 1 to 7. So put 7. And then do we have any 1 to 7? No more. So 1 to 8 we have 1 here. And then we have 1 to 8, 1 to 8. Ada tak lagi? Tak ada dah. Okay, and then we have 1 to 9 here. So 1 to 9 here. Okay, so next is 1, 3. So daripada nombor 0 ke 4 di belakang 13. So let's see, do we have 1, 3, 0? We don't have 1, 3, 0. Do we have 131? We have one here. So 131. Do we have any 132? 132. There's no 132, 133. Pun tak ada. And we have 134. 134 1, 134 2, dan 134 3. Okay. And then we move to the last class for 135 to 139. Okay, so 135 we have one here. 135 we have another one here. And we have another one here. 136 we have one here. Do we have 137? No. And the last one is 138. So we have 138 here. Okay, so this is how you construct a stem and leaf display, and why it said that this one is similar to histogram, because it's actually can show you the frequency. Okay, it can show you the size, the height of the bar actually by arranging the data. Okay, so sebenarnya kita nampak ketinggian bar. That's why it said that this stem and leaf is similar to the histogram. So this is how we construct a stem and leaf display. Okay, and you need to remember that leaf dia hanya ambil satu nombor sahaja di bahagian belakang, and the rest bahagian depan ni dia akan jadi stem. Alright.